All right, another Sunday, another Churchill cigar, and another video. I want to start this video off by thanking everybody new who subscribed here recently in the past week or two. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And for the people that were here before my influx of subscribers, thank you for supporting the channel when I really wasn't uploading that much. I really appreciate it. So I was thinking this today. How important humidity is for a cigar, and this is just a couple of thoughts I'm going to throw out. It's not really about like, hey, you should do this for humidity. So I was thinking about this. When people are rolling these cigars for us to enjoy, these companies, and you know, they're doing their best to make the cigar the best possible thing it can be, not just for a business reason, but also for like the passion of it. And I feel like we definitely owe them to enjoy it in the best way possible. Because since this is the only one of this specific one, like, they're all handmade, right? They're not machine made. So if one's particularly rolled well, it would be really a shame to waste it by under humidifying your cigar or humidifying it to the point where it can't stay lit. I don't know if y'all hear that. Some guy's got like his bass way up. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Had to see what the commotion was all about. I don't know if this happens in other countries, but some guy had like a system in his car, and you know, all you can hear is from like down the street. You can kind of feel like things kind of shaking and everything else. Didn't know if it was gonna show up on video, so cut the clip. Anyways, what I was saying was, since they're doing their best to give us the best product possible, we owe it to ourselves and to them a little bit to enjoy it in the best way possible. This isn't a video about like, hey, this is what your humidity should be. It's more of a video of like just a way of thinking about it, because when I first started smoking cigars, humidity really wasn't on my mind too much. First off, I didn't have but like I said in a previous video, a 5-count travel humidor that I could really hold cigars anyway. And if I had a Bova to pack, I would throw it in there, but if I didn't, it was like, I'll smoke these anyway. So a lot of times in the beginning, I would dry out my cigars a lot, just because that's like not the most fun part of having and collecting cigars, the humidifying process. But it is a very necessary part, because you got to think about it like this. When you decide that you're going to cook dinner at home, right? It's your responsibility to make sure that the vegetables are cooked, the meat's cooked, whatever you're eating. But then it's also your responsibility to wash the dishes after. And, you know, it's all part of it, right? Like, if you're gonna eat at home, you kind of have to clean the dishes. It's not the most fun thing, but if you're gonna enjoy a meal at home, you got dishes. The other part of that is, when you go out for fast food, you can skip that part, but you're paying money. So what I'm trying to say is, like, there's always like a negative thing that's a part of everything positive. And I consider the humidity thing like the least fun thing, because of how many different ways you can screw up your cigars. Granted, they say the perfect temperature humidity is 70 and 70, relative humidity. And I usually tend to keep mine at 68, with the cigars at like 67, 68. And it's because I prefer it to be a little less spongy. I get a little bit, I still get the flavors, and I don't have to worry at all about mold and cigar beetles, which, you know, that could kill your whole personal crop of cigars in your humidor. And so I personally have gotten used to like a little bit of a firmer feel to my cigars at around 67, 68. And it's really, you know, something I want you to be cognizant of if you're a newer cigar smoker. and also just to kind of learn how to do humidity stuff. You know, like I said, this isn't a video on teaching you how to humidify your cigars. It's more of a video on just making sure you're cognizant that the humidity part is kind of important, especially if you're keeping cigars at home with you. You know, think of going to a cigar shop as going out to eat, right? You go out, you spend money, you grab your cigar, you enjoy it right there. They've done all the work for you. All you have to do is enjoy the cigar, enjoy the feast. But if you're gonna have them at home, at your leisure, and you want one, and you buy them, and they're there for days, weeks, months, years, it's your responsibility to keep them up. And yeah, and like I was saying, if there's so much care and passion in rolling and producing these things, we should do our part too. Also, when you do the humidity right, you just get so much more out of the experience. Once again, I know, pain in the ass, but that's all I want to talk about. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.